Hidden hotels along Kellogg Boulevard, formerly 3rd Street, St. Paul, Minnesota, 1900 to 1905. The Maple Leaf Hotel, 147 through 151 East Kellogg Boulevard. Two friends were checking out a revolver at the Maple Leaf Hotel when it suddenly discharged and blew away one man's palm. The assistant city physician was called to the hotel to look at the wound, followed by the police. The man who shot the gun refused to tell the police his name. Other guests likewise refused to divulge the shooter's identity as well. The Merchants Hotel, 159 East Kellogg Boulevard. A pastry chef worked on a fancy cake in the Merchants Hotel. He was drinking champagne as he worked on it, but he drank too much too quickly. As he downed the entire bottle, the bubbly went to his head and prompted him to go on a wild spree. He grabbed a kitchen knife and began threatening his fellow employees. He was eventually restrained by the police and put in a cell to chill out. The Great Northern Hotel, 192 through 194 East Kellogg Boulevard. A prominent lumberman showed that he was frugal by renting a small, windowless room at the Great Northern Hotel. During the night, he made a mistake and turned the gas knob instead of the electric switch. Gas filled his room, and the lack of ventilation helped to kill him while he slept. The Commercial Hotel, 198 through 200 East Kellogg Boulevard. A guest was attacked and robbed of $20 in the Commercial Hotel bar. The assault continued out on the street, where he was beaten to a bloody pulp on the sidewalk. His attackers were the bartender and the cook, employed at the Commercial Hotel. They were later bailed out by the hotel's owner. The Scandinavian House Hotel, 297 East Kellogg Boulevard. Thompson, a 59-year-old lumberjack, suggested sharing a room with a fellow lodger might be a way to save money. He seemed jovial enough at supper, but later that night he slashed his own windpipe with a razor. He slumped over in a pool of blood. He was taken away to the city hospital to have his neck bandaged. The Columbia Hotel, 41.5 West Kellogg Boulevard. The Columbia Hotel was located at the corner of Kellogg and St. Peter. It was a 25-cent per night hotel. In 1901, the hotel owner got into a heated altercation with a particularly volatile police character named Hot Tamale John. Hot Tamale John tried to sell his hot tamales in local saloons and eateries, and it almost always ended in them kicking him out. Violent altercations often followed. The Sanford Flats, 43.5 West Kellogg Boulevard. A drunken saloon keeper raised hell in the Sanford Flats boarding house. When his landlady tried to quiet him down, he tried to throw her over the 3rd-floor banister. Other boarders stopped him. He then tried to kill himself by diving headfirst through a window, but got caught in the screen. He was briefly suspended over Kellogg Boulevard until some of the boarders dragged him back in. Then the police came. Then he ran up to his room, grabbed a knife, and slit his throat in front of the cops. Once he was dead, things quieted down at Sanford Flats. The Washington Hotel, 227 West Kellogg Boulevard. A fireman lost his job, and then quit his job as a janitor after that. Drinking in his room at the Washington Hotel, he decided to swallow some poison. The next morning, the maid found the corpse and an empty strychnine bottle. The coroner was hurriedly tasked with removing the body so that the room could be quickly re-rented. This presentation gives only a small sample of the hundreds of lurid hotel stories appearing in my 2 books. Both of them are available on Amazon.com. Please subscribe to my Hidden Stories YouTube channel. Many more stories are to come. My website, www.luridhistory.com, indexes all the street presentations. You never know if you might be passing right by one of those stories while you're walking downtown.